stop dealing with the people that I already dealing with. I had to change my day-to-day habits. I had to start going to the gym. I had to stop dealing with multiple women. The person I had to become was way more important than what I was chasing. Yo, what's up, man? We are live at a mastermind event, man. We'll be linking up with a lot of top entrepreneurs in the game, man. Again, this is the rooms you want to be in. You want to be surrounded by individuals that are successful, people that are like-minded. This is how you get better and this is how you grow. I'm a day trader. I'm going to be around people that are doing credit, real estate, AI, all types of different things, man. But that's what it's about. Understanding, growing, and building it slowly. There's just some consistency that we got going on, man. But come check it out.
Lazy power rights. Only has a great country out that first
This is what it's about, man. Really just living life on your own terms, man. Learning, growing, developing the skill set. And who would have thought I'd be here? Who would have thought I'd be surrounded by multi-millionaires and other multiple six-figure traders, right? Would it be possible, man, if I just locked in and just applied myself day in, day out? Sometimes you got to step out your comfort zone and get in rooms with people doing better than you, so that way you're on top too, right? It's all growing and getting better over time, man. That's what we're learning here, but this is amazing. You can't beat this.
On it off the jet, goddamn. I don't get no rest, goddamn.
I'm gonna be speaking at this event. Be a lot of top entrepreneurs in the game, man. Credit, trading, investing, real estate, AI, man. This is what it's about, man. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, people that want to get to the next level, and most of all, people that are doing good, right? When you put yourself in those environments, that's how you're gonna get to the next level. We're all here to learn, grow, and elevate, man. As you can see, boys got the land now. 06, like I said, success is around us. Oh, God, what up, Brody? Nice to meet you. Hey, you running that back out, dude. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nah, it's love, bro. Nice to meet you, too. This is crazy. I got a shout out to my dog, Lucas, man. Tell him how much he ran up.
Yeah, I looked up $1,000 December, flipped that shit to 60,000. Then turned around, it flipped 20,000 in January to 70K.
Oh my God, y'all see that?
Boy, Derek.
All thanks to who?
Derek.
My dog, I ran that motherfucker up, boy. Yo, crazy. He literally took $1,000, took it to 50,000, withdrew 30, took 20,000 to $60,000 in my chat. It's crazy, live in the flesh. Y'all see it. We at the mastermind event. We got a couple millionaires in the room, man. This is what it's about. This is the environment you need to be, man. The man of the hour. He set up the whole event. This is his event, man. This is a millionaire, literally, because he applied himself and he literally, step by step. And now he's hosting masterminds, man. This is dope. Let's come out and see what we're looking. We got the red carpet, right? Wrist piece, crazy. We got the Z06. Got the lamb. Everybody, look at that.
What's that cool, 120? 120. I got the price with it.
It keeps going up. Alright, cool. So, my name is Derek Rebecca. I am Nigerian descent, come from a foreign background. I used to be a former Division I athlete, but unfortunately, things did not work out for me, right? So, I ended up becoming an accountant, right? Bringing my early $1,000 a year. And I realized very quickly that I couldn't do nothing in this economy, and I knew there was something more out there for me. I had an opportunity to play professional football for the CFL, BC Lions. While I was getting cut, the day that I actually got cut, there's actually somebody praying on the cell phone. Praying on the cell phone, I got to witness somebody make $500 in less than 15 minutes, and that's all I didn't even see. And that was my sign for God that trading is gonna be for me, right? So the next couple of years, man, the main thing I could think in my mind was this skill set of day trading. How can I just start it? How can I put myself in a position where we obtain the outcomes? Cool. So I didn't want to go the normal route, listen to my parents, right? My parents knew this shit. They're many people, man, that put 3 meals on the table to me every day. They need my siblings. They put all my siblings through college, right? Unfortunately, the money ran out when it came to me. Luckily, I got a scholarship, right? I didn't want to depend on them for anything. And I realized for myself, I said, man, you know what? I don't want to live the route they're living. We're okay, but we never actually had money like that. Couldn't go on vacation, if you couldn't travel the way we want to travel, there's never no extra money to do anything that we really want to do. And I told myself, I'm gonna break the cycle, right? Cool, so I started working as an accountant. Again, man, I did the math. $30,000 in a year. That's like $2,400 a month before taxes, right? That's not gonna hold me in this economy, and that's why I gravitated towards skill of day trading, because I didn't want to be able to talk to nobody, I didn't want to deal with people if I didn't have to. Day trading is the only skill set that you do not have to deal with unnecessary communication. And on top of that, there's no cap and numbers to met. Right? Cool. So as I started pursuing day trading, my first day I made $500, right? That was everything that I needed to see to take the skill set serious, man. At that point, I'm locked in, but these were downhill from that. It was a lesson and a curse that I made that $500 because my first day I had so much success, it wasn't reality. I was just gambling, right? So I came in with the wrong mindset. I started overtrading, right? Didn't have no rules, no risk management, right? I started chasing losses. Next thing you know, I ended up losing my life savings, right? I lost about $18,000. There's everything that I saved. And keep in mind, man, I did everything right. All throughout college, I was selling candy, had vending machines, I saved every faster check. I did everything right to put myself in a position so that way I could have money and not be the statistic of a D1 football player that wasn't doing anything with his life after football, right? Had a gambling mindset. I started treating trading like a casino, right? And that's why I ended up losing my life savings, right? What did I do, right? I told myself that I wanted this to work, and I needed a sign from God, man. I ended up borrowing $1,000 from my brother. God bless him, man, because it's changed a lot. That $1,000, and then 1 week, I was able to make that $18,000 that I lost, and then from that point, I was able to make over $80,000 in 2 months. Didn't stop there. I took all that money from trading, and I started putting that into cryptos, right, during 2021. Now, what's the negative part about that? From December 2021 to September 2022, you look up the dates. The market went into a little recession, man. I lost over $160,000 in the span of 8 months, right? Found myself with a lot of credit debt, about $50K in credit card debt, right? In that situation, most individuals would probably stop trading and probably give it up, right? That is when I need no God the most, man. I told myself that this has to work out for me, right? I knew there was no going back, and I knew that if I quit on this, I'm just gonna go back to being an accountant, making $30,000 a year. How am I gonna benefit? You know, how am my family gonna benefit from that, right? Who did I have to become, right? During the situation when I was at my lowest point, that's when I realized that I had to change my outside. If I want to be a better person, and I want to put myself in rooms like this, I stopped dealing with the people that I already dealing with. I had to change my day-to-day habits. I had to start going to the gym. I had to stop dealing with multiple women, right? The person I had to become was way more important than what I was chasing, right? Cool. So again, start cutting getaways, right? Anybody that didn't support my vision, right? Friends, family. If you didn't believe in the mindset, if you didn't believe what I was trying to achieve, I cut them off, right? I stopped drinking, right, to a high level. Right during the time I went through a clean phase, and I didn't drink because I felt like those things were kind of slowing me down, right? You name the game whenever you are training, right? You want to keep a clear state of mind. For me, drinking would slow me down, right? So that was something that I had to cut in order to see success, right? Started hitting the gym, getting back in fitness, right? Whenever you're able to channel your emotions into the gym or you reduce stress levels, it's going to help with booty trading. And then I had to rebuild the daily structure of applying myself day to day, sticking to my plan, making rules for myself. And keep in mind, guys, if you understand what it's like to be a grown man, imagine trading every single day, having $0 to your name, trying to figure it out, and you're literally trading your last every single day. It's hard to make crank. I don't know about you guys, but that's the most stressful thing that you ever can do. That's why I tell all my students, man, you never want to trade your last. You never want to put yourself in that position, right? But I had to, right? Because there was no backup plan for me, right? I didn't have anybody that would lead on. I didn't have nobody that was going to pick me up during my dark times, right? I had to pick myself up. I had to be that person for myself, right? So again, I started building daily structure, right? My day-to-day habits. Plus I was If you want to understand where you're currently at, and if you want to realize why you are in the position you're in, you have to ask yourself, what's your day-to-day like, right? I had to build a routine that I have to follow every single day. That's gonna put me in the right position. So that way I could be in a position to where I can now teach people just skill set, right? Let's go straight into it. My first $100,000 month was August 2025. As you can see, $30,000 trading options, right? My account, cannot cap that. Then we did 90,000 trading Forex. As you can see, right there, 90,000, 97, so about 127, $35,000 ritual, right? We go through more if you want that. Cool. Let's go to the next one. When you're trading, right, there's two types of trading you can do. You can do live trading or you can do funded accounts. I'm sure everybody here on Instagram sees people trading like funded accounts, live trading, and stuff like that. That's cool. There's pros and cons of both, right? I'm a firm believer in doing both. I trade both, right? Different accounts for different situations, right? Funded account benefits, right? Because one thing I want to do is educate y'all, man, so that way it's something that you have to walk away with. If you are going to trade a funded account, here are some of the pros, right? You're lowering your personal risk. What do I mean by that? Right? If I put $500 and I grab the funded account, guess what? I can't lose more than that $500. But if I get a payout from that, right, and I make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in my payout, then I'm taking that stream of income that investment that I made, and now I can make it a recurring stream of income. What do I mean by that? Because if I spend $500 on a funded account and I get 4 or 5 payouts of free $4,000, $5,000, that's recurring streams of income off of one investment, right? Now, funded accounts, one of the benefits is it puts structure into your trading. What do I mean by that, right? 'Cause there's a lot of rules in place. You gotta think about it like this. If I was to give you $10,000 or $100,000 of my money to trade, I'm not gonna sit there and let you just trade and how you want to trade it. I'm gonna put rules and stipulations in place, right? So that way you don't blow my money. That's the same thing with the funded accounts, right? The only negatives about funded accounts is obviously the rules, right? Because if you violate the rules, but then on top of that, you have to wait for the payout, right? So in a lot of funded accounts, sometimes it's 14 days, sometimes it's same day, depending on what funded account is. You gotta wait for a payout, right? Now me, personally, if you're doing a funded account, it's great for an individual that wants to get into trading with low amount of risk, and you wanna just get started and kind of get your feet wet, right? But if you're someone like me that kind of likes to get the full diet and the full effect, live account is gonna be great as well too, right? The live account is good because there's full control, right? That means if you go take $10,000, if you go take $10 and make it up to $15,000 from that, cool, we grow that same day, right? That's one of the benefits from that. Now it's higher personal risk, right? Well, you do not have any rules in your trading, right? As far as the cycle-wise, this is a really good opportunity, right? A lot of individuals here have access to business funding, have access to capital, right? It's really important right now to be taking advantage of that, because now you put together, you take that money that you have as far as that funding, and you can put it into an investment like Bitcoin. This is guaranteed. If you don't listen to anything you said, within 2-3 years, Bitcoin is going to be worth, if not double or triple this. That's a guarantee, right? Because if you understand the power of Bitcoin and what it does, you'll know, right? I'm not going to go into that, we got too much time, but cool. How can you work with me, man? Guys, anybody that's in my chat, man, I call free traders, right? I let y'all copy me for free. I don't hide, I don't run. I tell you exactly what to get in, give the stop loss, give you the price. This is how you can generate day-to-day access to income, right? A lot of individuals have access to business funding, right? You take the capital that you get from business funding, take a portion of that, put it into your trading account, and just copy the trades. That's what Lucas did, right? We got some other individuals in the chat who do the exact same thing, right? Do we lose in the chat? Yes, we do. But I win extremely more than I lose. And that's why my P&L can back that up, right? Cool, sweet, man. Just appreciate everybody, man. Like I said, that's gonna be the end of the, Yo, amazing event, man. We just got done. A lot of entrepreneurs spoke, man. I got to speak as well too, man. Now we're wrapping up the night, man. But this is what it's about, man. Just networking with top entrepreneurs in the game, man. It's a true blessing, it's a true honor, man. Just connecting with like-minded entrepreneurs. Yo, keep in mind, it's a Saturday night. You know, we could be in the club, we could be partying, we could be popping bottles, man, but look where we at. We grinding, right? We grinding for our future family, man. And it's days like this, it's nights like this that you're gonna remember more, right? The club and shit, that's cool. Nothing's wrong with having fun. But listen, I'm trying to be a multi-millionaire, and I'm gonna be one, right? And I wanna be surrounded by people that are doing the exact same thing that I'm on. And shit in that club, right? You know what's here? This is where discipline, consistency, and everything is built, right? I ain't put 50,000 on the wrist. I ain't get this watch from not hustling. I ain't get this watch from staying in